Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Nick here, back with a brand new video. And today's question for pretty much anybody who is in this market right now is what is going on, right? So, right now, currently, we are seeing Bitcoin kind of correct, right? So it's bringing alts down with it. You know, H bar's coming down a little bit. Uh, XRP's coming down as well. We broke this level on H bar just recently, which was that 22.8 mark, which I said is a important, pretty much line to break because now, we could see lows of about 18.5 cents. Now, this isn't to scare anybody or anything like that. Me personally, I would not sell. So the best advice I could give you right now is kind of just, be patient. If we get these lows, definitely scoop them up as fast as possible. Now, in terms of Bitcoin, right? So we've been analyzing Bitcoin for a while. I actually just recently tweeted out here saying, everybody is getting frustrated with about, minor dips and stuff like that. What right now we aren't seeing minor dips. We're seeing, corrections happening, but for the most part, when we drop like about $2,000 in Bitcoin's price, everybody just starts freaking out, right? Now, I am saying, I do expect this to see lows of 33.5K on Bitcoin. Thought so. I will DCA in, which is dollar cost average for anybody, that is new. But I said also remember if 33.5K is broken, we could technically see 28K. And I do want to stress the idea that yes, that is true, right? So if we break this 33.5K, there's really nothing stopping us besides this support at 30K that we could possibly bounce off of before that 28K mark is breached, right? Now, what happens once we hit these levels down here, or what happens after this is over here, right? Because a lot of people are still saying, we're in a bear market or the bull market's over, which I don't think that the bull market's over at all. I think that we're actually just kind of beginning, to be honest with you guys. And that is not hopium or, that's not hope or anything like that in terms of the phase calculator. It's just me personally, I don't think that we consolidated for 4 years, right, just to get a 5-month pump, right? It just doesn't make sense to, have this long consolidation and most alts not even hitting their all-time highs. And honestly, the market really didn't move as much as we'd like to see. I mean, Bitcoin hitting 65K, yeah, that's great, obviously. But for most alts, like even XRP, we haven't even come close to our all-time high, really. But the key levels here to really look at is this 33.5K mark, because right now we are, bouncing a little bit here, but I'm not expecting us to break 42K anytime soon right now. This will most likely take a little bit of time, right? So let's go to the date chart. So our last major correction, right, from the day that it started dipping to the actual bounce support was about 7 days, right? And even then, it took a little bit longer to actually jump out, right? So it was give or take 13 days, right? And right now, we are actually doing a much longer consolidation than that at around 17 or 16 days overall, right? So it's been 16 days since we've actually seen decent price action in this game. And the reason why we are trading in this long pattern is because we are trying to build the structure back again. Now, if we get lost in this structure here when we break these lows, we will have to build for a little bit more time. And I do want to say this is where patience comes into play, right? Because this consolidation or this building pattern could stretch, about, if we actually look at it realistically, I'm saying about the 15th of June, which would be 34 days in total. It would be an additional from our current date, 18 more days. So I just want to say, we got to really be patient here because once this correction's over, that's where we'll actually see some parabolic highs being hit. That's where we see H bar breaking out fully, breaking this 45, almost 46 cent dot, pretty much going into price discovery overall. And same with XRP, right? So we're gonna see XRP break that $2 mark here, go to its all-time high of $3.84, and then go into price discovery overall. Now I want to say right now, some targets to look at, right? So because I know a lot of people will ask me, where do you see XRP going down to, or HBAR going down to if we get this 28K dip, or even the 33.5K dip, right? Because that's another $2,000 from where we are currently. Now, if we do see that, $2,000 drop from our current price, it would put us at about, give or take, a 6% drop, almost about 6.5%. Now, typically, when Bitcoin drops, other things kind of drop harder, right? Because, we were just trading at, just today alone, right? We were trading at around 38.8K, right? So we dropped 3K in total price. Now, our price of HBAR was about 26 cents. So if we actually analyze this, most alts will drop more in terms of price. So this dropped 15%, right? So if we come over to XRP and analyze where we would go if we dip down another 2K, right? It would be about a price point of, because we got to do a little bit of a half because it's not a full dip of 3K, it's about 2K. So it would put us at about 76 to 70 cents, right? So 70 cents would be my personal target. It kind of reclaims this support back here on the 5th of April to really kind of just hit those low targets again. But me personally, I'm still seeing, Bitcoin correcting down to that 33.5K. And I just want to say that is not a bad thing. That's not a terrible thing to actually happen. It's actually good for the market. It's actually healthy and needed for more parabolic highs to be met. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to argue the fact that we've already seen the dips here, right? We've already seen most of these dips come in, and we got these nice targets down here at 30K we hit and 31K, right? But the thing is that it's the same thing with HBAR, right? This is why I've been stressing the idea of, that's why we're in consolidation periods, right? Because we need that consolidation to push up and build the foundation support. Listen, at the end of the day, Bitcoin will most likely hit 75 to 85K. That's my top point overall for this market. Now, I know a lot of people are saying 100K to 200K plus, but the reason why we need to build that foundation is because right now, from our current price to even 75K, right, if we come over here to the price range, from our current price to 75K, it's about a 100% increase in price. And a 100% increase in price does not happen overnight, unless it's like, a meme coin or a pump and dump scheme, pretty much, right? Because, 100% is a decent amount to move. But even if we look at most alts that do push up 100%, right? For an example, a good one would be Matic, because Matic is one that's still pretty strong. Right now, it's actually a decent buy. Now, we might see a little bit lower here at about $1.60. But me personally, I still think that this is a solid project overall to actually get into. But nonetheless, let's look at the date first off, because we consolidated for a decent amount of time. And actually, let me get the Binance chart so that we actually see this. Oh, all right. So I actually have the dates here. So 45 days we consolidated for, right, before we pushed up. Now, this push, if we actually look at, combined total, it was about 65 days in total. But the move from these lows up to this high was about a 600% increase in price. So for Bitcoin to correct for another, like 30 days, or 30 days in total, another 16 days, I wouldn't be surprised, if we hit those major highs by like the middle of July into the end of August, because I think at that point a lot of things will have already taken place, right? We already would have seen price action ensue overall. But me personally, if you guys do want price targets to buy in right now, like I said, HBAR at 18 cents looks pretty good. I think that's a solid point to get into. I would say a more, how should I say, a more realistic or safer bet would be 20 cents. If you guys want to get into Matic, like I said, $1.60 is my personal target. If we look at XRP overall, I think that right now XRP could hit that 70 cent to 76 cent range. We really got to look at it from a percentage wise too, because if we see those lower lows at 28K. Now, I personally don't want to see 28K be breached, but if we do see 28K, we could analyze that too. So a 28K dip down to 28K would be 21%. So like I said, we will probably hit major lows at that point. We would probably breach the 60-cent mark and come down to 50 cents in terms of XRP. Now HBAR, this one would be interesting because we would probably see major lows down to almost 12 to 10 cents. This would reclaim the area back pre-pump, pretty much, which was this major high to 46 cents. Now, I know that a lot of people will probably get worrisome about that or scared. I just want to say, do not get scared. Like I said, this is healthy. This is needed. We will most likely pump by the end of June into the middle of July. I think that we hit local parabolic tops by the end of the summer, with us kind of ranging for a push up probably by December or into January. Now, like I said, that is what I am personally seeing with the market. Do not get faked out by pumps unless we get through the chop here. Actually, we need to break 40K to really invalidate us going much lower. But like I said, once 40K is breached, we need to watch for 42K because we've been bouncing off of 41K. We got rejected from it by pretty much 3 times, I think, by now. So we really need to watch for 41K being breached as well. So then we could analyze it and see if it's going to breach 42, then 45, and then after 45 is kind of cleared, we could see it break that 48K to go to 52K plus. At that point, we are going into a full-blown bull run, and we will see more and more parabolic highs. I know a lot of people say and argue that we've already seen parabolic highs for most alts like ADA and stuff. Like I said, we haven't even began, and I think that this is pretty much right now shaking out weak hands. If we look at the fear and greed index, we could kind of see that right now. With fear and greed, I think we're at pretty much, so we're at 21 extreme fear. It's funny because last month we were at 59, which is greed. But like I said, I still think that this will probably go lower. I think that we will probably hit, not single digits, but like teens, right? So because we got teens already. But I think that, once a dip down to 28K happens and shakes a lot of people's, weak hands out, then that would be massive for the market. But like I said, I would rather not see 28K be breached. I think a more safe bet would be 33.5K, and I think that that's highly probable, especially from our current price points right now, because we are trading in this chop area. Like I said, this chop area could last for a few weeks or so. We really just got to analyze it, because right now, we've only been in this chop area for about almost 10 days, right? But if we go from the major lows up here, it has been about 16, or I think it wasn't 16 days. Let me see, just let me confirm. Oh yeah, so it was 16 days, yeah. So it's been 16 days since the major drop in price. So we've been really kind of just analyzing this and watching for PA. So we really just got to watch it play out. And of course, I'll update you guys along the way as well. But nonetheless, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on. It helps the channel grow, as well as you guys get pretty much notified pretty much anytime that I go live or upload a video as well. So it kind of helps you guys out as well. But nonetheless, if you guys want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial, and you could also join the Discord down in the description below for free, where I post charts and price analysis and pretty much just overall kind of chatting around with you guys as well. But nonetheless, I hope that you guys have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.